Recycle is the most common ways that people do their part to help the environment. Recycling is a great way to do to your part. Instead of throwing away all of your paper, plastic, and glass products, recycle them so that we live as something else. Recycling helps minimize pollution. One way we can minimize pollution is through recycling and reducing garbage. When people burn garbage, this can harm the ozone layers and produce harmful gas which can lead to respiratory disease like colds and asthma, amongst others. Garbage is thrown in the oceans. It could kill and affect our marine resources and coral reefs. That's why every time we reduce wasted, reuse and recycle our garbage from used plastic bottles, disposable cup, paper and other plastic products. We get to save the earth and even millions of lives from the harmful effect of pollution. Planting tree is the most fun and fulfilling thing to happen in our life. It can be really tiring to plant those precious trees, but it's the best thing that we can give back to our Mother Earth for giving Earth the best shelter in the planet. Trees protect the lands from getting eroded, and they are an integral part of the ecosystem. In saving trees, you will be protecting not only lands but water and air. The trees are the most precious gift to our life from the nature. They are an important source from cleaning and refreshing air as they produce oxygen and consume greenhouse gas.
Each of us make a difference, and here are some ideas for how to protect our planet. First, we can use reusable bags. Bring these to the grocery store or any place or shop to avoid plastic bags. Do this especially at restaurants because they are exempt from the plastic bag ban. Also, we can clean most reusable bags so they will last much longer than if you just continue using the same plastic bag. Then we should have own water bottle. This way you don't have to buy water when you go out. Also can avoid single-use plastic during this. In addition, they can keep hot liquid very hot too depending on the one you purchase. Our own metal, silicone, paper, bamboo straw. This way we never have to use a plastic straw. And these straws are not hard to clean, so it is a great first step. After that, we also need to bring home containers. This is for when we go out to eat, such as to a food truck. When we bring own container, we can avoid single-use plastic that is hard to reuse with the food residue on it. We also need to talk to our friends. This is a hard one because many times if my friends know the reasoning, they might start making change. Everyone has same power within their circle of friends. Remember, you don't have to be beyond to make change. Start composting. This way, less goes in the garbage, and you get better soil than you would from the store. Many times, garbage bags are plastic, so the less you use, the better. What I hope you took away from this piece is this importance of helping the planet. Remember, our climate and oceans are being ruined every day because of our action. So the change we make today do matter. It is hard to quit hurting the environment, cold Turkey, so ease into it by making small changes. This will lead to bigger ones in the future. Humans impact the physical environment in many ways, example pollution and global warming. Changes like this have triggered climate change, soil erosion, poor air quality, and undrinkable water. This negative impact can affect human behavior and can prompt mass migration or battle over clean water. Human activity can be directly attributed to the cause of hundreds of extinction in the last two centuries versus the millions of years that extinction naturally occur. Pollution is everywhere, from the trash thrown out on the freeway to the millions of metric tons of pollution pumped into the atmosphere every day. It's obvious pollution and waste are inescapable. Pollution is so bad that today 2.4 billion people do not have access to clean water sources. Humanity is continuously pollution indispensable resources like air, water, and soil which requires millions of years to replenish. Global warming is arguable the greatest cause of impact to the environment. The largest, of course, emission through CO2 level from respiration to more detrimental causes like burning fossil fuel and deforestation. At any rate, humans are consistently increase CO2 level globally every year.
I agree with the point that you say, but in my opinion, I think that throwing plastic is the behavior that affects the environment of the earth. We know that plastic are made of non-degradable and can release harmful chemicals into the surrounding soil, which can then slip into groundwater or other surrounding water sources and also the ecosystem of the world. By burning plastic, it can produce harmful smoke and toxic gas, which also cause pollution to the atmosphere. Nowadays, we know that the gloves, masks, and other personal protective equipment are critical for those fighting the pandemic but are also widely used by the public. Still, because they are not always properly, environmentalists fear negative consequences for real life. In conclusion, we must reduce use of plastic to protect our environment and Earth.